Good morning, teacher.
Hi, Flora, good morning. Okay, let's start with today's class. Let me share my screen, please. Whenever you can, please turn your camera on. We're going to start, all right? Okay. First, we will start with this exercise so you can remember a little bit of this topic, okay? So let me share this through the chat. And you're going to work on this exercise. Okay, so I've sent the link of this content, and the only thing that you're going to do is to track them. You're going to track them and try to see if you remember the difference between much and many. All right, so please click on the link and then share your screen and let's take a look. All right, I think it's charging. Great. Awesome. Okay, so which ones belong to much? Please track them. All right. So as you remember, much is for uncountable things, no? Things that you cannot count. In many for all right. If there's any word that you don't know, please let me know so we can explain you a little bit. All right. All right. Biscuit is, it really depends where it changes, no, in the US or in the UK. But biscuit is like, it could be something that you can eat, no? It can either be like a cookie or a little nothing. It's a biscuit.
Okay.
So it's something to eat, no? But it's like something made, like a cookie, or it could be like a muffin or magdalena or kind of like a cupcake, but not really.
Mm, what is biscuit? Biscuit?
Biscuit. Like what I was saying. It could be like a cookie in the US, or it looks like a muffin in the UK. Biscuit. Right. I don't think you have enough space.
Yes.
You have to change something to the other box.
Mm, I think mango, bread, um, mm, could be in many.
All right. What about flower?
Mm,
Countable or uncountable? Flower. You know what flower is?
I flour is for the teeth.
We use flour to make bread, to make cookies, or to make cake. The white thing that we use to bake,
Mhm.
that's flour. Can you count flour?
I think we need the word, the cut of flour to be many.
Flour.
Or
Can you say one flour, two flour, three flour, or you say a pound or a kilo of flour, cup of
yes,
flour? Yeah, so it's uncountable.
biscuit maybe much to
Yeah, it could be.
be.
All right. Let's see the result. All right. We will show you. Yeah. Yeah, bread. We cannot count bread. No, it's a piece of bread, or it could be a load of bread, no, or a pound of bread. But you cannot count one bread, two breads. No. Homework. Yes, you cannot count homework. Too. No, you have maybe two assignments, three exercises, but you cannot count homework. Equipment, the same. No, it's like a general thing. Furniture, the same. You have to be specific if you want to count it. No, a chair, a table, two chairs, two tables, but furniture is not countable. And that's all. Any questions? Oh, coconut, the same. No, it's oil. So you cannot count. It will be like a cup of coconut, or a piece of coconut. Issue, issue problems. No, you cannot count problems either. I have 2, 3 problems. Beans, same. No, beans, a cup or a pound, a kilo of beans, same thing. And biscuit is like bread, no? So a piece, maybe a packet of biscuits or 3 pieces of biscuits, you cannot count. All right. So I wanted to start with that. Now let me present the first content. We're going to see 2 contents now. Thank you very much. Right, so let's see the first part of this topic. All right. Can you spot the difference, Flor? From the left foot to the right foot.
What mean spot?
A spot, like, can you find the difference? Can you see the difference between these ones and these ones?
In the right, there are uncountable things.
All right. And on the left?
On the left, there are countable.
Excellent. So to be more specific, on the right we have uncountable things. Usually drinks are not countable. No? We have to mention the packet where it's coming. No, mug of coffee, glass of water, cup of tea. No, and in this case we have vegetables, we have fruits, and we can count. All right, because they come in their original packets, if you want to call it. All right. So count nouns are nouns that we can count. For example, what is this? Sorry. It's not just for food, no? But what is this, please?
There are 5 persons.
Yes, or they could be friends. No, we can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No. What about this? What do you think this represents?
He has an idea.
Yes. So in this case, ideas, we can count them. No, 1, 2, 3 ideas. And what about this? What do you think are each of them?
It's a photograph of a family.
Yes, in this case, we can count the family members, no? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's not just for food or drinks. No, it's also for many things that we see. We can count friends, we can count ideas, we can count family members. Now, we use a lot of, many, and a few with plural count nouns. All right, so for example, can you read the sentence, please?
Andy has a lot of friends on the team.
All right, so in this case, we are mentioning not accountable noun, such as friends. So Andy has a lot of. A lot, it means like many. It's another way to say many. So he has a lot of friends on the team. Could you read the second one, please?
There are many students in the class.
Thank you very much. Also, many, it's being used with accountable noun. No, students, we can count 1, 2, 3 students. No, and the last one, please.
I had a few ideas.
Excellent, thank you very much. Again, the use of few is being used with another countable noun. No, ideas, 1, 2, 3 ideas, etc. So a lot means like, let's see, a 90% of people, like many, no? A lot is like in amount of things, like the top of. Then many, it's less, and a few, it's a little better, a little less, no? So that's the amount to use a lot. If you want to refer to a lot of, you use a lot. If you want to use, maybe you're just referring to some, not many. And if you want to mention just a little, few, no, a few ideas. All right, that's for countable nouns. Okay, a lot, many, and a few. All right. For non-countable nouns, no, things that we cannot count. Let's see what we cannot count. Well, we already have the word, but we cannot count help. No, I have 1 help, 2 helps, 3 helps. No, we cannot count that. Information, we cannot count information. I have 1 information, 2 information. No, it doesn't make sense. No. And the time, I cannot count the time. Also money. No, I cannot count. I can say $100 or 100 bolivianos or pesos. No, but I'm referring to something specific. However, I cannot say it's not like general for every single country. No, it's a specific. It changes. So I can't count the name or the number of each money, no, that you have. However, it's not general. You have to be specific. No $1 bill, 3 cents, 5 bolivianos. I'm being specific. That's why it's not countable. And also for drinks, we already know that we cannot count 1 coffee, 3 coffees. No, it's not good. You have to mention, no, a cup of coffee, a glass of tea, a glass of water, a bottle of water. We have to mention the count, where it's coming, no, how we are receiving, no, in a cup, in a glass, in a bottle. So we use a lot of. We can also use a lot of, but we don't use many anymore. We use much, and we don't use a few. We use a little for non-countables. A lot we can use with both of them, countable and uncountable. However, for uncountable, we use uncountable or non-countable, much, and a little. All right, could you read this sentence, please?
This camera is worth a lot of money.
Yes. So like I mentioned before, no, money is not countable. I can mention like the amount of money, no, $50, 30 bolivianos, 2 pesos, no, but money as itself is not countable. All right, so a lot of, again, I can use with both, countable and uncountable. Let's see the second example.
I don't have much time to eat.
All right, so in this case, no, time, I cannot count time. I can say 3 hours, 15 minutes, 8 days. Well, not days, not 8 hours, or 8 seconds. But I'm being a specific time at like in general way, I cannot count. That's why it's much. Again, not much for uncountable. And the last one, please.
I need a little help from you.
All right. So the same, no, help, I cannot count help. So I have to use one of these, a lot, much, or many. Sorry, a lot, much, or a little, no? A little help for you. So that's how we have to use these some ways to refer to amount of things, no? A lot, much, and a little. All right, in the case of the previous one, is the same. A lot, many, a few. No, the amount changes, whatever you want to talk about, no? But you have to pay attention if they are countable, no? To use many or a few, which follows the same rule. No, many, we already know that many is for countable, no? And few, when you want to talk about many little things. And let's jump to the next one, no? And if you are talking about non-countable, you use much and little. All right, so let's start practicing. Any questions?
No, it's okay.
All right, so just a reminder, no, we can use a lot with both count and non-countable nouns, no? So could you read the first sentence, please?
Andy has a lot of friends.
Excellent. So friends is countable or non-countable?
Countable.
Countable, yes. 1, 2, 3 friends, no? We already know because we have the S at the end. It's reminding it has a plural, no? So in this case, no, because this is countable, we can use many, no? And it has many friends and it has many ideas, countable. Let's see the second example. Could you read the second one, please?
He has a lot of money too.
Excellent. Is money countable or uncountable?
Uncountable.
Uncountable, yes, excellent. So because a lot is uncountable, we use it with that too. No? A lot helps us with both. And we can also use a lot of in questions and affirmative or negative statements. No, it could be used for anything basically. Could you read a sentence, please?
Does Andy have a lot of friends?
Excellent. Well, in this case, it's a question. And this is negative. Could you read that, please?
I don't have a lot of money.
Nice. So in this case, it's negative too. So basically, a lot of help us with countable, uncountable, questions, affirmative or negative statements. All right, a lot help us for everything basically. But a lot, it means like not a lot, a big amount of things. All right, and to finish this, we usually use many and much in questions and negative statements, usually. All right, it's not a rule, but usually we use them in questions such as this one or negative statements. Could you read it, please?
How much time do I have for the test?
Very good. No, it's in this case, this is a question. No? How much? And the second one too, please.
They didn't have many pens left at the library.
Excellent. In this case, we're talking about a countable noun, so we use many. No, they didn't have many pens. All right, that's all. So, any questions?
No.
All right, great. So let me show you this exercise. So we're going to practice this topic. Let's see, I think it's this one. All right, so I'm going to share again the link for this exercise. Here we're going to see many, much, a lot, of, a few, and a little. So let me share the link, please. Let's work in the same way, okay? You click on it and you share your screen, and let's see how you do. All right. So you have many options there to complete the question and then the statement. Could you read a sentence and let's try to see how can we fill this?
Okay. Have you got?
What do you think? Much, many?
Have you got many orange or an apple? I want to make some juice.
All right. Okay, next. We're going to see the responsive. No. Okay, what do you think?
No problem.
Oh, all right, you can go back. Have you got, in this case, I think any might be the correct one because it's a question, no? Have you got any orange or an apple? Have you got a few?
Yes.
Or an, no, I think it's just simply an. Have you got an orange or an apple? Just an.
Okay, yes.
An orange or an apple. That's it. All right. Next one.
We haven't seen
Mm-hmm. What do you think? A lot of, many, any, much places yet. That's a pity. Pity is like that's a shame, that's sad, something like that.
we haven't seen many places yet.
Yes, okay. Let's see. Great job. Yes. Because place is count. No?
He isn't very popular.
Mm-hmm.
He's got um, a few friends, almost no one.
All right. Let's see.
It's just few.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I want to buy a book. I
Mm-hmm.
need some money.
Excellent. Let's see. Great job.
I want to buy
Biscuits.
a few biscuits, but I didn't have much money.
All right. Let's check. Okay, you can go back.
There are
What do you think? Much?
a lot, a lot of parts in London. I can't even count them.
All right. Great job. Yes. In this case, a lot of help us to both, no countable and uncountable.
The tourist office
What do you think? Much?
didn't have much information to give us.
All right. Great job. Next.
There is there is
A
a
few.
lot of orange juice left. You can drink a glass of it.
All right. It wasn't meaning like a lot of. No, it was more specific because it says one glass.
Yes. We shouldn't eat
A lot of, many, and some, much sweets. The sweets candies, no?
a lot of sweets
Let's see.
because it's bad for our health.
Let's check.
Maybe many,
Maybe.
some.
Yeah.
Come on, hurry up. I got time to spare.
A little something.
A little time to spare. Just little.
Yeah, little. Little is positive, a little is negative.
Okay. How much sugar do you want in your coffee?
All
I
right.
need only a teaspoon.
Nice. Let's see. Excellent. Great job.
There isn't much cheese in the fridge. We should buy Some.
All right. There isn't a lot in this case. Let's take a look. Can you see their questions? Their answers?
No.
No. All right, it's fine. Okay. So let me show you this other one. We're going to practice one more. Okay. One more. Okay, so we can practice a bit. Okay. Second. No, sorry. All right. So in this one, you will. Okay. Which one is it? Good. I have a lot of records, but very few, very little CDs. Are CDs countable or uncountable?
Very little.
All right. No.
Very few.
Yes, very few. All right. Next. Okay, we have same options. Spaghetti, so I can't make spaghetti bolognese.
We had few spaghetti.
All right. No, in this case was just very little. No, because little is for non-countable. I'm tired. I didn't get sleep last night. Can you count sleep? Many, much, or few?
Much.
All right. Great, very good. All right. Okay, that is taking over. All right. Okay, question number 4. I've made notes. I've made many, much, a lot of notes. Are notes countable or uncountable?
I made a lot of notes.
Let's see. Yeah, great job. And it's for both, no? Question number 4. This coffee is bitter. I need a few, a little more sugar.
I need a little more sugar.
All right. Yes. And by the way, the difference between little and a little is that little means almost nothing, and a little means a small amount.
Okay.
So a little is less, like almost nothing, and a little is like a small amount, but it's like positive, no? And little is negative because it's almost nothing. Okay, next one, please.
Okay.
I have invited a few, a lot, much people to the party. I hope there will be
A few.
All right. In this case, no. just for the logic. And by the way, the difference between few and a few is the same. No, a few, just few means not many, and a few means a small amount. So few is negative, if you want to say like less, just a little, and a few it's positive. No, it's the same, little and a little. The a gives you the positive meaning, and just the word it's negative.
Okay.
I don't have much, few time at the moment. I'll talk to you later.
I don't have much time.
All right. Yes, because isn't good. I have had a few, very little success in my search for a job. Success. Few or little?
I had a little success.
Very little?
Yes.
Yeah, great job. Okay, next. There are much, a lot of, a little reasons why we should go to university.
There are a lot of reasons.
Nice. All right. Next question. Sorry for this. All right. Okay, next. I'd love to come to the beach. I just need a few, a little, or many minutes to get ready. Are minutes countable or uncountable?
A little minutes.
All right. A little is for non-countable. It was a few.
Okay.
Okay, there are much, little, few people who are working as James. People
There are
countable.
few.
All right. Excellent. Great job. Okay. I have a little, a few work to do before working. Is work countable or uncountable?
Word uncountable. A little.
All right. Great job. Okay, next. Oh gosh. Sorry. Okay, next. I made a lot, a little, a few biscuits this morning. Would you like to try one? Biscuits. Countable.
I made um, a few.
Yes, great job. All right. They weren't few, much, many people in town today. It was very quiet.
There were much people in town.
All right. Yes.
Many.
Yeah. All right. And final question. There is a a few chance of his getting the job. He has no experience.
There is little.
All right. Nice, great job. A little is less. It's considered negative. All right. Great job. Excellent. Thank you very much. Flor. Okay, let's start with the next content. All right. Really quick, let's take a look to this. Okay, so we're going to take a look to this to content, and let me know if you have any questions. Okay, I'm sure you already seen these before. They're called gerunds. It's a type of noun, and it's usually we recognize this like a present participle, the ing that we add with the verbs. However, it's not that. No, for example, reading. It's just a verb in the present continuous. No, it's not that one. A gerund is like when I have the ing at the end of my verb. This is called a gerund. All right. Could you read this in this sentence, please?
I like swimming. Swimming is good for you.
Excellent. So in this case, the gerund here is just like a regular sentence, no? In the second one, it's being used as an object. No, it could be either at the end of the sentence, or if I'm talking about this, it could be at the beginning. This is called a gerund because I'm not saying I'm not using the continuous to present something that I'm doing. No, I'm simply saying I like swimming, or swimming is good for you. So this is not my main verb. No, I'm using another one. I like swimming. So for example, in this case, I have the subject, which is I. Then I have a verb, which is like, and then this is the gerund, swimming or smoking. All right. In the case of this other example, this is as an object, not like usually that's the way we talk, but like an object is the gerund is the main thing, no? So the gerund is the subject, no? Then we have the verb, in this case is, and then the object, no? Good for you. All right, so that's the gerund. No, we use it with verbs, so it's not just that. All right. That's why it's not the present continuous. No, let's see an example of present or past continuous. I was eating the other day. No, it's just simply a continuous time. It's not that. In this case, we have another verb, right? Okay. So we use them after some verbs. These are some examples of the verbs that we can use with gerunds, not with the ing in some verbs. So for example, it's right here, nice in the list. I can't stand. Could you read the sentence, please?
I can't stand doing nothing.
Yes. So this is the gerund, not the ing, subject, the list of the verbs, no, and then the gerund, and then my complete. No, I can't stand doing nothing. Or the second one, please.
She denied breaking the copier.
All right. In this case, is denying. No, it's just simply being more specific. Not deny is in the list. So with these verbs, we can always use the gerund, always. All right, we have the list to work with this. All right, and it's simply the use of gerund. It's going to help us to be more specific about something that we are speaking about. All right. Any questions so far?
No, it's okay.
All right. Sorry, we're going to skip that. Okay, so let's see the other one, which is very close to gerunds, which is called infinitives. Infinitives and gerunds usually get confused because they use it's similar. However, in infinitives we use to. You might remember that the use of to before the verb, no? Usually the to do is the most common way that we use infinitives, not to do. And we also use it after some verbs. So for example, before we have the subject, no, we always have the subject. Then we have a list of verbs, no? And then we have the infinitive. To call, to ask, that's the infinitive. All right, and also I have a list of verbs that I can use with. Let's see an example. There are verbs that are allowed but by an object and an infinitive. So in this case, I can use them. I can use the infinitive, no, in this case, to call after this list of verbs. No, so I have advise, allow, encourage, etc. And in this case, they are using the first one. No? Could you read this one, please?
They advise Andy to call her.
Yes, excellent. So in this case, they are being more specific. No, they are not just saying, oh, they said, or they told Andy to call her. No, they are being more specific. They advised her, or they force her, they invite her, their order. It's simply just to be more specific that we have this list of verbs, but just these ones are allowed to be used if we want to use it in this way. No, it's called object when we have a verb before the infinitive. All right. And some other verbs such as continue, begin, and start can be followed by the infinitive or gerund with no change. In this case, these words, continue, begin, and start, help us with both. With infinitives, not the ing, or with gerund, the other way around. With infinitive, to call, for example, or calling. So in this case, in these three verbs help us to work with both of them, either infinitive or gerund. So I can say they continue to call her, or I can say they continue calling her, and the meaning is the same. It doesn't change at all. Or they can say they begin. It doesn't make sense. No, this is the way. They begin to call her, or they begin calling her. You know what I mean? It's the same. They start to call her, they start calling her. The meaning is the same. So you choose which one you want to use. All right, but the meaning is totally the same. You don't need to remember this. Just recognize the use. That's all. All right, but you don't have to remember all of them. It's just with the practice that we know this. Like I mentioned, continue, begin, and start can be followed with the same. So, for example, I will continue to eat, or I will continue eating is the same. No, because we have continue. And some verbs can be followed by the gerund or infinitive, but the meaning is not the same. So that's the last part. Just in forget, remember, and stop, I can use them with both. They continue, begin, and start. However, the change is going to change. The meaning is going to change. All right, so it's not the same to say, I will forget to eat, or I will forget eating. It's not the same. The meaning changes. All right, but it's just to remember that sometimes I can use with these verbs, especially either gerund or infinitive, no? But with some of them, such as forget, remember, and stop, I can use with both gerund and infinitive, but the meaning, it changes. All right, that's the only thing that I want you to recognize. Okay, any questions? Let's practice. We have 10 minutes, let's practice. It's quite easy. Let me share the exercise, please. All right. Okay. So we're going to work on this exercise. Let me share this through the chat. You're simply going to choose one or another. All right. Please click on the link and share your screen.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Great job. So, is infinitive or is ing form? Usually, no, like I mentioned, you don't have to remember the verbs. You can recognize them, but you kind of like follow your instincts. All right? So let's take a look. The first sentence. Could you read it, please?
That promise.
Sorry, it's promised.
Promise.
Uh-huh. Which one? To take or taking us to the zoo?
To take us to the zoo.
All right, next one.
Please stop making that noise.
Excellent. Number 3.
We are planning to visit.
All right, I think it's my internet. Let me go some stuff. I cannot hear you very good. Sorry.
Our family in London.
Yeah, great job. Number 4. Can you imagine? Nice. Excellent. Number 5.
Please don't forget to pick up
Excellent.
the children.
Excellent. Great job. Number 6.
I hope to go to the international festival.
Excellent. Number 7.
They suggested watching a movie at home.
Excellent. Number 8.
My big brother is learning to cook. You
Great
should
job.
avoid being impolite to people.
Excellent. Number 2.
They were pretending not
Number 2.
knowing us.
Excellent. Oh, no.
Helen
Sorry.
recommended
It's the other one in number 10.
number 10 to
Mhm.
know us.
Yes, to know. Not to know us. Great. Excellent. Number 11.
Helen recommended eating at that restaurant.
Excellent. Great job. Number 12.
Do you feel like to go for a walk?
Read one more time, please. Let's see if we can.
Do you feel like
But it sounds better. Do you feel like to go for a walk or do you feel like going for a walk? ¿Cuál suena mejor? Generalmente hay que seguir los instintos con esto. Pero ¿cuál suena mejor?
going?
Yes, going. ¿No? Excellent. Number 13.
Excuse me, I need
To use your pen or using your pen?
to use your pen.
Excellent. The number or final.
Why don't you help me cleaning the room?
Read it one more time. Let's see. Which one sounds better?
Okay, why don't you help me cleaning the room? Why don't you help me to clean the room? It's better.
Yeah, it sounds better. No, it's usually that way. Okay, click on send. And if I'm not wrong, everything is correct. Oh, we have
And
another.
there
Oh, there are more. Okay, great. Okay,
James denied
to break or breaking.
to break the window.
Okay. You can read it one more time if you want to. James.
James denied breaking the news. James denied to break. James denied breaking the window.
Yeah.
They agreed
To come or coming.
to come to
All
our
right.
house.
Great. Next one.
I want to get up to bite my nails.
Okay, let's read one more time, please.
I want to get up to bite my nails. I want to bite.
Bite, and the second one is beating. I want to give up beating my.
I want to get up beating my nails.
It sounds a little bit better, no? In this case, if you pay attention, we have deny, we have agree, we have give up, and remember I told you there are some verbs that we used before. You don't have to remember them. Just practice a little bit. No, and at some point you will recognize them. Number 18, please.
He would like to see Mr. Smith.
Nice, great job.
We can't afford buying a new house.
All right. Next.
They tried to jump over the fence, but they couldn't.
Excellent. Great job. Number 21.
The baby refused. The baby refused. The baby refused to eat the pure.
The puree. Great. Excellent. 22nd.
I miss going to the park with my grandpa.
Excellent. Next one.
Don't you enjoy playing tennis?
Excellent. Great job. 24.
She has decided to sell her old car.
Excellent. Great job. Flor, you're doing great. And 25.
Have you finished To do your homework?
To do or doing? Yes. To do your homework. Which one are you?
Have you finished to do your homework?
All right, you choose. It's fine.
Where do you want? Where do you want
Mm-hmm.
going at the weekend?
All right. Next.
I'm
Thank you, Rose. Can you hear me, Fleur? I cannot hear you very well. Are you there, Fleur? I'm so sorry, I cannot hear you. I'm turning it off. Oh no, I think it was your internet.
a
Are
teacher.
you there? Hi, Fleur. It was your internet? What happened?
Yes,
All right.
my Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay, it's fine. Maybe we can finish the last two and we can send the questions and we
Okay,
can see the last. All right. 28,
please
please.
remember bringing your lunch. Please forget my breaking.
All
I
right,
would
great job.
prefer to stay at home tonight.
Nice. Okay, let's see. Yeah, great job. The last part, I didn't want to correct you, all of them. But it's usually we have to feel how it sounds. But obviously you have the list, not denied, agreed, like,
Yes,
enjoy.
afford.
Exactly. So you at some point you start to recognize them. But that's why I don't want it to just tell you, okay, remember the list of the verbs because it's too mechanic, and that's not the thing here, no? Okay, Fleur, thank you very much. That will be it for today's class. I'm going to put all the content on the Classroom. On Classroom, if you want to take a look to it, let me launch today's polls, and that will be it. Let me see. I think it's this. All right. Thank you very much, Fleur. And by the way, I'm going to assign the quiz for this unit until Friday. Is that okay?
Yes, it's okay.
Okay, awesome. So if you have any problems, please let me know. And that will be it. Thank you very much, Fleur. Have a good day. See ya on Friday.
Okay, see you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Have a good day.